Hi, welcome back to the next part of our tutorial series in Blender to make an e-bike. Today we will set this all together to a bike. So we start with the middle. So we grab that and bring it here to position. We see that here isn't closed, so we have to do that first. So we have it on another layer. I must look, it is the 5th layer sync. Computer lags a little. Yeah, here is it. And here we must get this one and grab it into that it's closed. Good. You see, now it is closed here. So next what we have to put on is this. So we grab it. Then we rotate Z90. Then we rotate in the Y and bring it to position. Top view and bring all on the red line. That is our middle point of the complete bicycle. Good. Then we take the front wheel. That is that with the smaller middle part there. We get that grabbing that's the front. Look from the top that we get absolutely in the middle. For the start it is okay, but we must make there much things are good. Then here comes this part here. So grabbing and make them much smaller. Such like that maybe. Rotate that a little that it fits together with them. Here we must bring in some metal that goes into it. So that means when we get here this one, it must come out. So we go back to the 5th layer and get here our object there and extrude scale it and extrude bring it out. Better is more. So search like that maybe. I think that can work. We will see it in the original. So at first layer, yeah, now we see that fits here. And from top view it is horizontal. That is okay. We get the back wheel and place it at the back. Only that it is halfway there where it should be. We make here much changes later. So we have that here, the safe metal for the front wheel. We plug that onto. It should be in the middle, so top view and bring it here in the middle. It can be a little bit more to the back and later a little bit more up too, but for the moment it's okay. We take the back safety metal and bring it on. And top view, bring it over the wheel. Good. Then the next one. We must look. We get here this steering. So rotate X90. When we look from the front, you see that it don't come under like it should. So we have to get here in the middle and take proportional connected and grab in the set. Such like that. That makes it more the normal float that it has normally. So we have that. Bring that to the front. Then we have the next thing to do, rotate Z90 and plug that into. Then you see that it's much smaller than the hole there. So we have to go here and take with Control plus a good part of that. We disable proportional, get word selection, look from the front and mark that here. Then with proportional connected, we scale that as long as it fits with the hole there. It's good. Maybe we must make that here smaller. All in all, we will see that later, but that was important to make that as it is now. We should rotate that a little. So we get a better look for that. Good. Then we have here the chain. So we bring that grabbing to the right side when you look from the top. So switch like here for the moment. Later we will all tweak that up, and that surely too, that must be more up to and more to the back, such like that. That comes all higher and so on, but first we place all. So next one is to get this seat on. We have that here, the gummy for that. So we grab, bring it to position, and you see that's much too big. So we scale that down and rotate that and bring it in position. Such like that. Top view, and bring it to the middle. That is okay. Good. There comes a part in that we haven't built it now, so but we can get this whole thing. Don't forget that are singular objects in the moment, so that we can join together as one, and then take all complete and grab it, position it. Here we need this part that comes out. I told it before, that must all in all be smaller, such like that, and I think that later can fit. Top view, and bring it to the middle point. So we got that. Maybe that must be a little bit more back later, we will see that. Good. Then this one here is for the seat as a holder, so we grab it and bring it near to the seat, and we rotate X90, we scale that down, bring that here to the down part here, then we scale it more and rotate that we can plug it onto as a holder. So that looks good for me. That here isn't smoothed, I see in a moment. So we go to fifth layer and give here a smooth on that all. Then we go back. Yes. Okay. we have that placed. Yeah, well, we take here the local axis so we can handle that easier. So then we go back to global axis. Then next one. We have here the pedals, but at first I will take that thing here, the battery. So we grab that and lean that to them here, such like that. Top view, bring it in the middle there, and I see that is turned. It looks turned, so we mark here disable proportional. Yeah, that is turned in some directions there. Don't know exactly what happens there, but we correct it. Good. Then we plug it to the side. Good. Think we must scale that later a little, but we will see. But it is placed where it should be. That is good. So we make a short save. Then we get this one here. Grabbing and position it to the chain there. And you see that it is in the top that connects with them on this part. So we try to reach the same top view, bring it on the side, and here is the problem. Bring it more to here. That must be this position, maybe a little bit more up or down. I don't know it in a moment. But here is important that we go out here, because the chain must completely go into it. So we get here this whole line and bring them out. So we have that here. That is okay. Good. Then we get this inner thing there. Grabbing, positioning. We must look how big it should be. It should be nearly to the end later. So in the half of the wheel. We must look that happens. It can be later all a little bit okay. But in a moment it's good. So we bring that now till the next point there. Good. Then comes this thing here that comes behind that would be placed. So grabbing, positioning, jump 2, bring that nearly in the middle of that, and bring it before the other thing, such like that. You see that not as good because it is in a moment not the real light and all this stuff we have to do, but for start is okay. So we got this thing here. That's for closing up the bike. So top view rotates at 90. Good. Bring it in position. Set the origin to geometry. So we have that, but that must be now rotated in Y. So we have that. Then bring it more out, such like that. Maybe a little bit more to the side, that we have a middle part there. That's okay. Good. File save for the moment. Then next one. We get this ventile here. This one comes on the wheels. So grabbing, bring it back to, jump to, scale them much down, and bring them to position. And look that we are in the middle. And you see we must make there much things. But okay. For the moment, Shift D, make a copy, and then later should be the wheel there. So this must completely be up, and a little bit more later. We must scale that here, and then all will come together. So next one, the brake itself. Grabbing and positioning. Here we need two of them, one for the front and one for the back. So Shift D, then rotate set -90, rotate set 180, then we go top view, and look that we bring it in the middle. Then it's much too great, and it must be much deeper, so we scale them down to a size like that, and then we rotate them that this brake is on there. Grab it and position it. It must fit in the moment perfectly, but it should be placed where it should be later. So here rotate set 92, we scale them down to, and bring them here in this position. So top view, over the wheel, and a little bit higher, and then we lean that later, but we must scale that here. So all this in the moment a little bit confusing. So file, save. Then we have that handle here, that's from the pedals. So we grab that and bring it to this point here. So top view, it must be completely out of that, and it should be here in the middle. So that is okay. Make later there some other things on, but for the moment Shift D, and then rotate set 180, and bring them up simply, and bring them then top view to the other side. Same distance, makes sense. Yes, good. That is there. Then we take the pedal itself, rotate X 90 degrees, grabbing, bring to the side, scale them down, bring them to the outside, place him on the bottom there, such like that, and bring it onto, and Shift D to place it on the other side too, but they're at the top of this mesh. And we need a rotation here, so rotate X 180, and then you see we come near to it and place it into. Good. We have done that. File, save as, take new file number 21 on my PC. So we take that here as the handheld. So we grab that and bring that in position. So we scale that down and we rotate that in the Y. Then we look from top and we see we must rotate that in the Z. And then we look from here and bring them a little bit more up. And then we have a fitting. Can scale it a little. More fits with that. But it is okay. I think we can go all in all more into. So when we get here the local axis, we can plug it here simply. Here a little bit more to the Y. That is closed overall, and that is good. Good. Shift D, make a copy of them. We go back to global axis, bring that to the other side, and use there the mirror. But before we must apply the rotation scale of it, set the origin to geometry, and then use object mirror, interactive mirror, and move it until it fits. Then we go back to local axis, and then it's easier to control that. So grabbing, positioning near to, a little bit more there. It must look from all sides. A little bit more up, a little bit more rotation. That is okay. Good. We've done that too. So, file save. Never be saved with that. So, we go on and on and on. We take the bell. It is on the right side, okay. So we grab it, bring it there, top view. It's to create, that's sure. So we scale them down to such like that, bring it up and bring it onto. We later make the fixture for that on it, but here comes another thing in, so we must wait. Where is the correct position for that? We go here back to global axis and rotate Z, because it must stand in this direction. Good. We let that for the moment there. Good. Then we have built it yesterday. This here, this comes before that bell. So grab, bring it onto, jump to. We must rotate in the X90, rotate X180, rotate, no, that's okay. So then we bring it here, scaling, top view, bring them here. I think we must scale a little up. And then rotate Z to bring it to position. Then we look from here and rotate it that it fits. Bring them down too. Okay. And here comes the cable in there. That is correct. Good. We done that too. That's fine. File, save. Then next one, we get this gear there, and bring that grab to the back part there. We scale them down and bring them in position, so top view, and bring him onto, so that we later can plug that in, and then we see how that works. Good. We have done that. Then next one. It was harder and harder and harder to make there such things. That is the lamp in front. We must make there much. So we let them. I must look here. That is only for making the gas. And the other one is the brake there. There's the brake on the left side. So we bring the brake to the left side, grabbing, positioning, jump to rotate X 180, rotate X 90, top view, rotate Z, bring it in position, scale down, top view, grabbing, positioning, and more down, and more get this leaning, so rotate. Okay, that's okay for the moment. Yes, good. You see that's much work there. So we have to do this spiking thing there that comes here. You see that? So we bring it to the back, grabbing, bring it here to the back, top view, bring it to the left side, right side first. We must change that all later. So first on one side. Good. Then we have to place. That is this thing that comes here. So we grab them and place them there. We must change that later, sure. Top view, bring that there, middle. Okay, and we see it later to make that exactly. Good. This here must turn in complete other direction, so rotate Z 180, and that is plugged onto the green one that we placed there. So we jump 2, and that comes there on then. It must then a little bit greater, so it's like that maybe. And that comes then in this part. It must be on the left side, and it can be a little bit leaned, so we bring it more out, then that fits half the way. Good. Next one. That here is for the back wheel. So we set origin to geometry, grab it, position it to the back wheel, rotate Z 90, bring them down 2, bring it in the middle of the wheel, top view, bring it into, and you see we must scale that it fits, and that we position then later when all is correctly done. In the moment that makes no sense, because all will change. Good. We take that for the front wheel. So to geometry, grabbing, bring it to the front. Here's the same, rotate set 90, scale down. Don't position that now absolute correct because we change on. So bring it to the wheel on top view and scale it that it fits halfway. And the rest we make later. Yes, for the start that is okay. Good. Next one. There's our backlight. So we rotate set -90 and bring that grabbing to the back, scale down, top view, bring it in the middle, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, we later fix that and make the rest. So that we don't need more, so we move it to the fourth layer. Then that is the motor thing there, so we can join them together as one. Can bring that grabbing to this side, but it must be mirrored. So we take their object interactive and place it down there. It must be a little bit smaller, such like that, and that is good for now. That here maybe must come a little bit more out and more placed. Oh no, I see that here is wrong turned. So we get here to interactive again. Yep, that must be the position that it should have. So that is okay. Yeah. Good. We done that too. Then next one. Here the lamp, I said it before, we must work on that on the other sheet too. So file save for the moment. Then we go here to the 6th layer. Here is only that, so we go to the 5th layer. And there at the top left we have this other stuff for the back of the bicycle. So we must bring them to position. So we mark them all and move them to the 1st layer. We go to the 1st layer. We grab it and bring it to our bike. So we have that. We go to the left side. Let's look that it fits all later. Grabbing, positioning. Okay. Looks not so bad, but bad. So that must be a little bit more down, I think. And maybe we must small that all, but we will see. Good. Let it in a moment like it is. We take this whole part there and make with Shift D a copy of that, and now use the mirror to place it on this side, and then we bring that together so that we have it on both sides, so we can place here the back holder later. Good. That was that. Here we must connect that all, that's for sure. But here this position of the wheel is not exactly, and that is not exactly 2. So we try first to bring them on one high. So we bring them to the same position as them. And then we scale that here that it fits. So we scale that simply and bring that down on position. And then we have nearly what we want. We scale it in the Y. Okay. Then that must come up. So it's like that. That it goes under this other thing there. And the brake should be here and fixed on these things. So we go up and rotate that and then grab and bring it to position. That is now their position. We let it for a moment. It isn't absolutely correct at the moment, but we make it later. So that's okay. So for the moment that is okay. That we must build. Here this comes to the back part, so grabbing and bring that to position. That is some like here, I think. From top we bring it to the left side and later then on the right side too, but in a moment we let it there. Good. Then what we have there, that is the speedometer that comes here. That is that thing there on the brake. There comes it. Okay. So we bring that there, grabbing, positioning, jump 2, then rotate set -90, bring that to the Y, to our brake top view, bring it there, rotate that it fits with it, and it should be on the top, so bring it high up and rotate that. So we have that, and then bring it and float, and that's it. Good, we done that too. All is fine at the moment. So file, save. That are the screws. Then we have to make. We have such things to do. That's unbelievable. Then this black things here is there, and we grab it and bring it to the side here, and that we bend later that it comes to that part there, but at the moment we let it there on the right side. So we have it placed there and can use that then when we're ready for that. Good. That was it for today. Next time we will go on to finish here the back of this whole thing there. Then we place the texture for the wheel on there and make the writings and the rest all. Okay, so we see us in the next tutorial. So see you, bye.